probably would have played out a little bit differently.
Yeah, totally right. I can remember when you throw the ball, you isolate the bigs on the blocks, Kevin. You wait till they get double teamed. They take up most of the shot clock, and then they kick it out to you at the last minute, and that's where you shot the three. Right now, as you know, we see the game right now where their lane is wide open, and it's played at a faster pace.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. The forwards, George and Grant. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Durant, wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Robertson. He's covered by Thompson. George against Durant. Shot clock at 6. And George kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Curry, and it's Westbrook missing.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from the mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
From deep three-point range, and it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Green missing. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
No good on the quick 3. George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. The deep 3 from George. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got 5.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Down low. It's stolen by Adams. Grant kicks to George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
Now here's Thompson. Shoots over Grant. Nice shot by Thompson.
Good read by Clay. You get the sense he can do this anytime he wants.
And it's Westbrook missing. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Green with a screen for Durant. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. Lessons teams have the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's Adams. Nice D from Cousins.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Madison's checked in. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. The shot by Thompson. No one's around. Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got 7 points in the game. Thunder trailing by 4. Westbrook passes to George. And Durant sends it back.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Bell comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Alex Abrinas comes in, checked in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Jordan Bell, Oregon's all-time leading shot blocker. He anchored a Ducks team that made the school's first Final Four appearance since 1939.
Thunder trailing by 6. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays, whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, nice work. Holding this offense in check will not be a simple job today.
Especially if they're allowed to get off to a quick start. If they get into a rhythm right away, it's almost impossible to get them out of it.
This team, they like to attack quickly before the defense gets set. So you have to be ready for that and be fast to get back on every possession.
You know, it's not always about where you're selected in the draft. Bell taken 38th in 2017. But you know what, Steve? He found opportunity right away with the Warriors.
Yes, he showed he was ready. He plays extremely hard, and learning from guys like Draymond Green, he'll only get better with time.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And Noel kicks to Abrinas. There's a screen by Noel. Outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Schroeder, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Schroeder. Last year, getting it done. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Shot on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's now 11 points for Klay Thompson. Outside, Felton. Abrinas kicks to Felton. There's a screen by Noel. Schroeder outside, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
Warriors leading by 7. Passes to Thompson. Screen by Cousins. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Noel. Here's Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Thunder trailing by 9. Shot clock in game. Felton dishes to Schroeder. Back to Felton. There's a screen by Noel. Felton the pass to Schroeder. Here's Abrinas. Pocket 4. Latrey. Patterson can't get it to go. Thompson way outside. Not going to go that time. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I mean, through one, you have to actually on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
Thompson and Iguodala make up the perimeter. Bell's out there with Yarebko, and it's Livingston in at the point guard. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Klay Thompson came ready-made to the NBA as far as his three-point shooting goes, Steve, but what impresses you most with how he's developed the rest of his game?
Well, he was a shooter. Now he's a scorer. He can post up, he can knock it down from the mid-range, and he can make plays off the dribble now. You can tell he spent a lot of time on his footwork.
Here's Schroeder. The Warriors making the shot. Three-pointer. It's deflected. Now here's Iguodala. Tight defense on him, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jordan Bell. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
The free throw drops for Grant. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Right at the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. George passes to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Curry with the steal.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And as hard as he is to defend, Durant spends about as much time at the free throw line as anybody.
And KD opting out of his deal, Greg, over the summer to re-sign with the Warriors.
And he did so to get a larger deal than he could have otherwise. Durant had already sacrificed money for the team before. Not a surprise to see him get closer to his value. It seems the super team will be intact for years to come.
So much excitement as we tip off the season. Steve, as a player, did you get butterflies on opening night?
You know, Kevin, I remember my rookie year, that first game. We were playing the New York Knicks, led by Patrick Ewing. I mean, the butterflies were flying. And even in my last season, the 14th season, the butterflies were the same. There's something about opening night. It's just special. And no matter whether you're a rookie or you've been in the league 14, 15 years, those butterflies still kick in.
And it tells me you love the game, Steve, even as much your last season as you did in your first season.
And I think it also, Kevin, to add to that, you respect your opponent, even in year 14, 15.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Curry can't get it to go. Westbrook passes to Adams. No good from Grant.
He got the space he needed, but just blew the layup. It hurts me to see points lost like that.
Durant kicks to Jerebko, and then Jerebko with the dunk.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
It's stolen by Curry. Green inside the three-point line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 21. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
And the Warriors with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Jerebko. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Shoots from the baseline. A second chance effort. Adams' shot is off.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
Tough to cut into the lead when you can't make shots. He's been off.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Westbrook passes to George. Off target with his three.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Durant gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
So here's Westbrook. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Westbrook dishes to Grant. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
I love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Durant. He's got 7. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Stolen by Durant. The finish, and Cousins throws it down.
And the wingspan for Durant, so disruptive. Such a great score. I think people overlook the strides he's made at the defensive end.
Gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 from the floor this game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Cousins with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Curry. And no good trying to get that one. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Warriors on top of a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We welcome you back to the beautiful Bay Area with the lights of Oakland illuminating the evening. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. And it's Adams in at the center. Now, here is George. Back to Westbrook from deep. It doesn't go for him. Curry with some nice D. Pass to Green. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Warriors. And George kicks to Westbrook. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity. Steve, you think about here, the 50th pick in 1988, and for his career, the best three-point percentage in NBA history.
I played with him, and I played against him. Always had to know where he was on the floor. The perfect coach for this sharpshooting team.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Screen by Cousins. Curry against Westbrook. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Steph Curry for three. Curry's got 8.
This is what the fans come to see. Steph at his finest, putting on a show.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. And for Westbrook, double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs? That's the real question.
Curry can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers. For Klay Thompson, he had a strong showing last season. He put up about 20 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 7. Pass to Adams. Back to Westbrook. To halt the run. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Prolific, efficient. If he were given enough opportunities, Clay might even lead the league in scoring.
Felton the pass to Adams. On the wing, George. Outside, Felton shoots the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Felton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Steve, you had an excellent playing career. Talk a little bit to put in and just to get to the NBA.
Yeah, it comes down to that work ethic. Obviously, we all have talent, but you have to put in that work, and that work continues on the court, off the court, and it's basically 365 days a year where you have to find a way to get better.
Was it mainly shooting for you?
No, not mainly shooting for me, Kevin. I think it was always just my overall game.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Cousins. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Inside, Cousins takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Cousins has got 4 this quarter. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Warriors. Yarebko's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant. Arenas is checked in for Raymond Felton. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And here is Curry after Paul George getting his 3 to go. A 3-pointer is right on target.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And there's the pass to Abrinas. Kicks it to George. And stolen by Cover. Now the Warriors moving it up. Livingston is running. A rim-rattling 2-handed jam.
Sean Livingston pretty quick on transition. The veteran player with his speed knows how to finish.
Passes it to Curry. Another shot. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. Curry's got 13.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Abrinas kicks to George. No good on the shot. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up. That's going to send DeMarcus Cousins to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Bell is checked in for Yarebko. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Some call him a star, some call him a tease. Cousins is somewhere in between the two.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. The Warriors have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That's good from Stephen Curry.
Curry's gotten physically tougher, which can help you become mentally tougher. And the thing you like about him is he likes to put in the work.
Now, here's Patterson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Curry with the steal. Here's Cousins. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the Thunder pushing it up now. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Iguodala wide open. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense, offense, simple passes will keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. They've got Curry. Comes out there with Bell. Then it's Jones. And it's Livingston in at the 2-guard. That's the Warriors' foul.
Unselfish play right there. Curry with the patience to wait for someone to break free.
Schroeder with the ball. 17-foot shot on the way. And he nails the jumper.
The defense has to be better. When he gets those looks, he usually knocks them down with ease, like he did there.
Livingston passes to Bell. The rebound by Patterson. Oklahoma City shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. No good from Luwawu. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Evans. Curry's got 15 points in just the second half. And Patterson kicks it over to Schroeder. That's to Luwawu. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsement, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this league. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
Now, here's Patterson. There's a screen by Noel. Knocked loose. Evans with the steal. Here's Jones, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Noel.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Livingston. The Thunder pull it in.
Ah, nice move inside. Has the defender beat, just fails to finish.
To the inside. Bell passes to Jones. Evans kicks to Curry. Can't make good off the pick.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And the foul on Jordan Bell. That is his first foul of the game. Yarebko's checked in for the Warriors. Quinn Cook comes in for Steph Curry. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. To the middle, and stolen by Noel. Felton kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Over Evans, and again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised.
Here's Luwawu. Pass to Abrines. No good on the triple. Here's Golden State. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
Yarebko kicks to Evans. Golden State moving it around. He got right to the cup.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
There's a screen by Noel. Here's Felton. The pass to Patterson. Can they get it? And no good that time. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. The point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being on the first, line of defense, as they're bringing the ball up, putting pressure on them, and trying to take them out the offense. That's a lot of great point guards mistakes. I got to be able to do that all year, and trying to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for tuning in. you.